Alright, welcome back to my H1Z1 survival tutorial. Here we are in the house that we had just looted. So a little bit later, I actually may have respawned, but we're not worried about that. We want to go and we want to survive. So we're going to head outside and we've got ourselves some more carrying capacity. So let's actually take advantage of some of that. You noticed our basic crafting talked about metal logs to make planks and then to make sticks with the planks from. Let's gather a couple of those today, and we get them from trees. But this is not quite Minecraft. We do not punch trees. We need an axe. We acquired one of those last time. These are blackberries. These will also help us survive in a pinch. They give a little bit of food, so energy, and they also give a little bit of hydration because they're so juicy. A zombie. Let's say we take care of him. Our buff has worn off, so we don't have that resistance to the H1Z1 virus. Let's be careful and take him out. Just left clicking, we'll swing at him. And you want to swing, and then you want to back off a little bit because he's going to try and swing back. And we took care of him, and that was it. One zombie generally is not going to be any sort of threat. And we see that he was wearing a hat, so in this little bag, his loot bag, we use it. There's that hat. It's a black hat. I like that better than the tan one. Let's change. So we just drag it over and it will switch which one we have equipped. Look at that. Much better. Alright. And if you're in need of clothing or scraps of cloth really badly, you can, using an axe or a knife or any sharp bladed weapon, you can actually cut scraps of cloth from the clothing that the zombie is wearing. And you can see it also says E to extract blood. That's because we are carrying that empty needle right now. We can actually take that and get some infected zombie blood. I don't want that. So we're just finished cutting the scraps of cloth, and to let you know when there's nothing left on the body disappears. So now let's get that wood we were talking about. Any large bladed item, an axe, there's hatchets, you can even do it with a machete, will let you chop down trees. And all you gotta do is walk up to it and click. It does take a few hits to do. I heard some gunfire. But it will eventually topple over and we'll get some wood out of it. We got 2 wood logs. The tree falls over. If it falls over on top of you, as of right now, it does not hurt you. That could easily change in the future. You can actually even walk through it. And after a second, it fades from view. See a small little campsite here. This campsite, this is a placed campsite. This isn't from a player or anything. Sometimes there's a few items. I actually can see them, but let's see if you can. Do you see what's on the screen? Well, what if we can't see? Let's walk into the middle and hit tab. We've got a hatchet, so we've got another axe, so we'll be able to get plenty of wood because we've got 2 axes now. And an empty bottle. This is excellent. Empty bottles let you hold water to drink, and water is important. We're down to about 56% hydration. So let's actually, I saw a well back here. Let's go there. Oh, there's that wolf. Oh, he saw us. Let's stab him. And there he went. So much like you can get scraps of cloth from zombies, you can get animal fat and animal meat from animals. So let's do that. We got fat and a meat. We got a fat and a meat again. And we didn't get anything from the third one. So, excellent. We've got some food and we've got a bottle to potentially hold water. Alright, but we need water in that bottle. So, there's a couple of ways that you can get water. One, you can find any body of water. There's lakes all around the map. There's a few that are even so large they show up on the map, but you know could easily be a lake here. There's bodies of water everywhere. But also, some campsites or residential areas may have a well, and this particular one does. I saw as we left. Now, if I don't have anything, I can drink directly from the well, but the water is dirty and it will hurt me. So if I do that, I gained 10% hydration, but I took a little damage. Now, you will heal a little bit over time, or I could use some of my gauze for that, but that's not a big deal. What we want to do, though, is fill this empty bottle by right-clicking on it and hitting use. And if you're close enough to a water source, it will fill that. But again, it's dirty water. And our meat is raw. What can we do about that? Well, we just got some logs. And if we remember from our crafting, we don't even have to discover it. A campfire can be made with 2 wood logs. Awesome. Let's make that. Okay. And there's our campfire. So let's set the campfire down and get cooking. If we right click on it, there's the place option. And this forces you into first person view if you're not already, and lets you place the item. And we will place it, let's place it where we can see it, right over here. There we go. Great. Alright. But how do we light it? Oh no! We can't light our campfire. Well, let's see if we can make something that can help us do that. Let's go to our Discovery tab. Let's see, we can discover something with a wood log. Apparently we need another item though before we can discover that. So we can't make anything with the wood log right now. Let's turn it into a plank and see if we can make something. So now we've got plank. Can we make anything with this plank? I see wood sticks are available. So a plank and a stick can discover something. A basic shack door. We don't need that. Let's try that again though, because there are still 29 different recipes that use wood planks. Let's do the stick again. Aha, something else. The shack for which the door works on. Again? Okay, so there's nothing that uses planks and sticks by itself, but we've got some extra scrap here, and it fits in, and that gives us something else. A bow drill. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's craft that bow drill. 1 cloth, 1 plank, 1 stick. We've got exactly that. Alright. So now we can light our campfire. Now, where is it? There it is. There's our bow drill. If we right click on it, we can ignite anything in proximity to us. So, you know, as long as you're standing close to the campfire, it'll work. It does take a little bit to light. If anybody's used a bow drill in real life, they know 20 seconds, that's probably even a little short. But hey, it's just a game. And there we go. We've got a fire. Looks like our friend actually had a fire started over here that you probably saw a little earlier. there was somebody kind of off in the distance. But we wanted to make our own, because now we know how to make it. We won't always have kindness of a stranger. So now we've got a lit campfire. It's burning. Let's use it. And it opens up just like any cabinet or other storage container. And let's put our meat in to cook it. And this is dirty water. Can we do something with that? If we put it in, we can discover something from it, and that's purified water. Of course, I already knew about this recipe, but to prepare it, you must put it in a campfire or barbecue, which is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to take this water, it's dirty, and we're going to boil it. And by boiling it, it gets rid of all the impurities in it, and voila, we have purified water. Awesome. Is there anything else we need to cook? There is not right now. So we'll take those out, and we will leave our campfire. The campfire, as you can see, it does raise smoke and it does produce light, so if you are worried... Oh, hi! How's it going? It will give away your position, as it did for our friend here. Sometimes that could end very badly for you. Of course, we're on a PvE server right now, nothing to worry about. But you can do what Smokey says and help prevent forest fires. You can actually do it with your fists. It's a little faster with an axe. By hitting the campfire a few times, it will smother out the flames and will actually just totally destroy the campfire. But now you're clear. Now our tracks have been covered and nobody knows that we're here, except the guy that walked right up on us. Excuse me. So now that we've got these items, let's eat them. We're 40% energy, 60% hydration. If we right click on the wolf steak, we can eat it. You can eat wolf steaks raw, but it's generally a bad idea. And it kicked us up to 80%. 87% actually. So we could save that other wolf steak for later. The water, I know for a fact that water restores 40%. So let's drink it and it'll get us up to right at 100. So we're looking pretty good right now. We're surviving. Let's fill the water bottle again. And we'll use this other campfire to make it purified so that we'll have some supplies while we travel. They put some more handcuffs in there. Apparently they didn't want them. There we go. Alright. So now we're making things, we're surviving. But what if we can't find a wolf? What if we gotta get a deer to eat? Well, that's a little bit harder, because they don't run toward us, they run away. Maybe we can make something to deal with that. If we go back to our discovery tab, we can see we can make something else with sticks. We can make arrows. Oh, that gave it away. Yep, we're going to try and make a bow here. Make something else with sticks. We can make punji sticks. I'll talk more about those later. Alright, so we've got sticks. And we've got wood plank. Well, that won't make anything for us right now. Let's try the scrap of cloth. That makes us something. A makeshift bow. Perfect. Now, I know that a bow kind of weighs a lot, so I'm going to take off the hatchet so that the bow can go in this slot when I make it. And there's our makeshift bow. One cloth, one stick. Super easy to make. Once you've discovered the recipe, I recommend making that pretty early every time you respawn. And a few arrows for it. We've got enough to make 5. So instead of hitting craft 5 times, let's hit that craft max button. Alright. So if we hit the key that our bow is on, now we've got our bow. Now, with the bow, you want to draw it back. So just like in those games where you aim down the sights, hold the right mouse button, pulls the bow back. And when I'm trying to get precision aiming, I switch to first person. Bows do drop, so you do have to aim above. Let's see if we can get us something. Now, darn. Let's try again. Okay, let's stop running. Okay. Oh, no, got a hair too close. Deer are very skittish. Occasionally they will bug out and you'll get one fairly close to you, but generally they... I missed. Well, that was an excellent example of hunting. At least I've got that wolf meat. I'll be able to survive on it for a little while. So, let's have a look around. We've checked those places out. There was a bunch more places. You know, you could be as thorough as you like. The only problem is staying in one place searching is a chance to get discovered. Though on a PvE server, maybe that's not a big deal for you. So let's head this way. I don't have a compass right now, so I don't know exactly which way I'm headed. There is a command that can tell you that information, but I don't like to use it. It's not very realistic. How would I just know? If you do wish to use that, you pick a direction and then you type \LOC. It'll tell you where you are and the direction you're heading. So it said 1.3, 0 is east, 3 is west. So 1.3 I'm kind of heading northeast. Of course I recognize this area. There's a church. And near that church is a little campsite. Alright. Campsites are nice. They can have weapons in them. The church sometimes will have weapons, but these little campsites are more likely. So let's go over there and see if we can find something maybe a little bit better than our bow. This is actually kind of a dangerous place on a PvP server. That church right there is called the Bambi Church. Bambi is a term for a player that just recently spawned. Another shirt. When you're starting out, you want to try and get some extra cloth. Let's see if there's anything in these cars. Nothing in that car. Some cloth in that one. Tarp. Interesting. Oh no, I just realized though, we're just about to fill up our satchel. So we're going to have to start being more picky about what we take. But you got to take water. Water is very important at the start. The hardest part is that bottle. The bottles they kind of weigh a lot, but they're so important. Because otherwise you have to stay near water to be able to drink it. Okay. Also, a lot of these camps will have little beds you can use. Probably somebody's a cheater. Ooh, this zombie here has a motorcycle helmet. We want that. Helmets give you protection from headshots. So let's kill him. We don't want to shoot him in the head in this case because we don't want to hurt that helmet. We want to use that helmet. So we're gonna put our 3 arrows into him. Oh, and that was enough to kill him. Let's get those arrows. You can pluck your arrows out of your fallen enemies. It doesn't always work, so you can't rely on it, but sticks are pretty easy to get. So I got 2 of them. Now let's use that loot bag and get that helmet. Put my hat in there, because that's a sweet hat. I want that later. Now we're going to put on this helmet. Awesome. So we've got some armor now. Excuse me. This is great. Moving up. We're not just surviving. I guess we're not thriving yet. I mean, we don't even have a home yet. Maybe we'll fix that though next time. If this video was helpful for you, give me that thumbs up. It helps me out. And I'll see you guys next time.